recap. Good win. I mean, Big was tired already anyway. He said he was going to give me the fourth win, but I rushed to the crib to try to get it in.
So for Houston, they finish above 500 for the year. The final tally 9-8. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-13 campaign. And this front office will have plenty of work to do.
All right, my bad. I was talking to
turn this ship around.
I was talking to Big. All right, so passing, we really didn't have anything. I mean, 6 of 9, it's really nothing there. But we did throw for 176, 2 tubs, had the 2 interceptions. That's on me. On, I think, both of them, actually. Yeah, I think both of them were bad reads. They'll probably be in the highlights. Damian Pierce went the heck off. Some of it a little bit of empty calories, but he had a dope game. Receiving, Brown, 2 catches, no yards. What I run 2 pop passes with him or something? Oh, I ran a RPO with him. Interesting. Cooks caught 1 for 81. He was sitting in cover 2. Scotty Miller, he was in cover 2 on 1. Tanyan, he was running cover 0, and he caught that one. So that's pretty much all our yards right there. I already seen Cloud on assist. All right, so 3s for solos with Grenard, Van Ginkel, Clark, and Cloud. Cloud clowning on the assisted tackles here. Total tackles, Clown 5 ahead of the nearest. The nearest after that is my strong safety. Both of those guys are rookies. Tackles for a loss. Got 6, 12, 14. 16 tackles for a loss. Oh, good Lord. I've never had to scroll on sacks. Let's see. Cloud is the last one. Okay. All right. So we have 3, 6, 7.5, 9.5 sacks. 4 interceptions with Nelson, Cloud, Harris, and Brown. And who's leading sacks? Grenard was leading sacks. I legit don't know what was going on with my defensive line. I was rushing 4 sometimes and just getting ultimate pressure. Pass deflections, Kirksey, Stingley, Jackson, and Wilkins. Oh, and Cloud. Cloud, that should have been an interception, but he just did the knockdown animation. Grenard and Collins both were forced fumbles. I believe they both, for Grenard, were on Willis. They were sack fumbles. And I think on Collins it may have been as well. Recovered 2 of those, and no defensive touchdowns. Next season, we got to step up our defensive touchdowns a little bit. All right, so this is the one to Scotty Miller. I can tell he's in a blitz formation here, and I'm just going to trust that Scotty Miller can get over the top. I think it's a safety that was on him, and so I'm going to trust Scotty Miller to be able to beat him on that. I mean, I had my post on the left, probably didn't have enough time to get it there, but I probably could have hit the other seam as well out here to Nico. But good pitch, good catch there. Came back. I'm not sure why he threw this one. Maybe he thought he was going to be able to run by me. If he put some air under it, he probably does, but Jayon Brown is like 89 speed, I think, or 90, something like that. He's right there by 90. Our line decided to step up today, which is crazy because they were -5 morale or something like that. So good run right there by Pierce. -5 morale or something. I can't remember what it was. But the scenario, I blame them, and they came out and balled the heck out. All right. He was sitting in cover 2 here. Attack that. Safety sits down, watches for the inside slot. barbecue chicken. That was the one. I think he thought this was a run because he was stepping up like he was running with it. I think he thought it was a run right there. So this is one of the interceptions. I mean, I got him. All I needed was a safety to bite. He bit. That's 6. If I get enough time, I don't get enough time. My right tackle gives up the ghost out here. And I didn't have enough time to get squared and release. I should have just went ahead and took what he gave me, even if I throw an incompletion, tight end's wide open. So I got to be better at that instead of trying to take that big shot all the time. Get the ball back. 4-man rush. He held the ball a little bit. Malik gets sacked, fumbles. That's one of Malik's biggest problems, is that when he gets sacked, he fumbles. Play action here, rolling out. I think he was doing this little bit of like an insta rollout here to get that crosser. But I just so happen to be out there waiting on it. If he doesn't do that, little, it might have been a play action cancel too. If he doesn't do that, he has the crosser right there and the tight end up there. He could have just stood in the pocket and threw that. But he got out of there. I guess he may have thought I was blitzing on that. This one, again, he just bails out. I mean, if he just stands in the pocket right here and hits that out route, I mean, that's probably a completion. Just like 1, 2, boom, throw it. It's probably a completion right there. But we got another sack there. We're not going to watch all these sacks. That's a lot of sacks. What was this one? Oh, yeah, this one was crazy. So I can't be mad at the corner. I mean, he broke, right? Good attempt there, Nelson, to break on it. I was kind of playing the slants all game. He doesn't get the tackle, doesn't knock the ball down, and my safety, Lane is not catching anybody. Lane's like 84 speed. That's the sack. Well, let's see. How do we get this sack? Was it a blitz? Nope. 4-man rush. 4-man rush and Van Ginkel out of 3-4. Gets free. That's crazy. Coverage-wise, I think he was focused on the halfback out there because he had the crosser. If he throws that down into the right, he probably can complete that one. Very next play. Petrie this was a very nice pass though. But I probably messed this up with Petrie trying to undercut it, and it was actually over my head there. So very nice pass. That's why I say I think Willis can be an absolute stud once he gets a little bit more dev. So I brought a little pressure on this one. A little safety and linebacker pressure here, but I backed the linebacker up. Looks like this is a screen. If he gets this off, he's running for days. 3 blockers versus 2 defenders. Very next play, 4-man rush. Bernard gets the sack fumble there. And that's pretty much, yeah. All right, good game to end the season. I don't know where that leaves us with the playoffs. Things have shifted a little bit. Less than 20, and he gets the last freaking touchdown. Bernard gets a point. Good deal. Let's make sure things. Oops. God dang it. Moving too fast. You better save, Joker. I'd be livid if that didn't save all them stats. Man. So this list right here, Madden Heads United MHU, I think it's dead. We'll see once they pushed the update out, but it looks like that league maybe did. So anyway, good win there. Ending the season 9-8. I mean, completely didn't expect that. I just wanted 7 wins on the season. It looks like we're ahead of the game after allowing 0 sacks. I mean, you only throw the ball 9 times, so. All right, Davis. Let's take a look at the playoff picture, and then we'll be out of here. Yeah, I'm not in. Wait a minute. What? Oh, Smitty showing is in. I was like, why am I not seeing GE? Yeah, so that'll flip. Yeah, so I think it's going to be, I think GE has the division. Where's the division? There we go. I think GE has the division because he's 4-2 in the division. I'm completely angry with myself there because I should be 5-1. But I messed around with Big too long last time. And then came back at the end, had a holding call on the last touchdown, which was a walk-off win. And then with GE, I missed the field goal, right? So I should have been 5-1 in the division this season, but yeah, you live, you learn. So I think I'll be number 2, maybe. We'll see. And then just based on record, I think I'll be able to get in. But it depends on Raiders. If I get in, it would be the 7th seed. So we'll see. We'll get there. But that's it. GG's. If it was the last game for the Texans this season, good season. Enjoyed putting some pressure on some of the contenders, playing a little bit of an upset, knocking some people out of the number 1 seed, stuff like that. So we'll see what happens in the next season. Hopefully we can improve through free agency and the draft. We'll see how that goes.